Hi guys, it is Simply Sweet back here again with another video, and as you guys can see by this title, we are actually going to be going over a little bit more deeper into my lifestyle, which is raw vegan. But the Lord called me to do raw vegan on a budget, as in, for those of you that want to eat healthier, and I'm not saying you have to be raw vegan, but for those of you that want to eat healthier, but you don't want to break the bank on anything just yet until you're really deep in it, or until you're that millionaire that you want to be to break those generational curses, then this is definitely the video for you. We're all in that transitional period, and this is the way that I found works best for me as a single woman. Obviously, I'm 115 pounds, so single 24-year-old woman that's 115 pounds. This budget works the best for me, so I can save, and just do all of these things that I like to do. So first and foremost, let me give a huge shout out to Instacart. Instacart. Like literally, that is probably my favorite delivery service, only because they are always having great deals, from just dropping random credits into your account, and literally not even just random credits, but they are always doing promotional stuff. When you first sign up, you get $40 off your order, and the minimum purchase requirement is $80, but just think, you're spending $80 but then getting you have to spend $80, or your order has to reach $80, and then they will take $40 off. So you're getting $80 worth of healthy groceries for $40. You cannot tell me that that's not a great deal. Because my weekly budget for myself, I do my absolute best to stay $50, because honestly $50 is the perfect amount for me to get the things that I need for the week. I go grocery shopping weekly, and $50 is my budget. However, sometimes I do push it to the max, which is $60. Sometimes, depending on what that paycheck look like, but that's because I'd much rather spend more bulk of my money towards other things. And so Instacart is amazing because they don't just do one delivery service to one grocery store. They do multiple grocery stores. They have, on mine, for the area that I live in, they have Erewhon Supermarket, they have Natural Grocers, they have Sprouts, they have Walmart, they have Target, they even have Home Depot, they have Ralph's, they have a Container Store, and oh, your girl's gonna be hitting that place up heavily. They do not have Whole Foods, only Amazon has Whole Foods. However, I live close enough to Whole Foods to bypass that $9.95 delivery fee. But Whole Foods is definitely a place that I go to, but I get specific items there. I don't go whole grocery shopping, because I will literally end up with one meal for $50. So it's a no for now. But so let's get into it. So I do all of my grocery shopping. Honestly, my two go-to places is Sprouts and Whole Foods. But like I said, I get very select items from Whole Foods. I don't get anything more than 5 items from Whole Foods. But Sprouts is the go-to for my bulk. And then there's sometimes when I'll go to Trader Joe's, sometimes, but not anymore, only because of where I've just recently moved to. And then Target too as well, but that's more so for hair care, skin care, just ingredients that I need, because I make my own hair care and skin care. And that's a whole nother video that we will definitely get into for the locks. But so, as you guys saw by the intro, you saw that these bags are from Sprouts. So I'm just gonna get into the things that I got this time around from Sprouts, and I'm gonna tell you what ingredient goes with what, as in, it's always good before you even go grocery shopping, especially if you're someone that goes grocery shopping weekly. Now, I understand that there's families out there, but specifically, I'm a single woman, so this is how I grocery shop. But I like to go into grocery shopping with an idea of what I know I'm going to be eating for that week. And so the easiest thing that I found to prepare, especially being raw vegan, is salads. But I'm talking about fully loaded, covered, and smothered salads. Literally, I can't get enough. And then juices. I used to have a juicer. It broke, but honestly, to save half of your budget, I highly recommend investing in a juicer, because you can literally get a juicer for max $50 on Amazon, and that's max, because there's still good ones for $35, $45, $40. Max $50 for a good juicer, and literally you will $30 of your budget will not have to go to buying $10 things of juices, because you'll be able to just buy the fresh fruit. and juice it yourself, which is so much cheaper. So that's something that I'm going to be doing again. But like I said, this is a transitional period, so I'm going to get into what I got, you guys, and I'm going to tell you like what it's good for and why I got it. So since I don't have a juicer anymore, I get my personal favorite brand of fresh pressed juices is Evolution. And I know there's tons out there, like there's Pressed, there is Suja, there's a bunch more, but I only focus on the ones that I get, and that's Evolution. They have so many different flavors, and this is what I love about Evolution, is that with other brands, like even like the Whole Foods juice brands and like Suja and Pressed, great juices, but it's like, well, I just want a single fruit juice. I don't want all these extra other ingredients. Like sometimes I just want straight up lemon juice. Sometimes I just straight up want ginger. And that might sound crazy. Sometimes I just straight up want apple juice or straight up grapefruit or orange juice. I don't want all this extra stuff. And so Evolution is literally that. So if they just recently got this, and grapefruit juice, mind you, it's an acquired taste, but the wonders that grapefruit does for your body. If you're the type that definitely can't stomach like eating like a whole grapefruit raw, then I highly recommend grapefruit juice. And I would even get it with Evolution's pure orange juice to dilute it, just because like I said, grapefruit can be a little bitter. It has a bitter aftertaste, but it's so good. I love citrusy, sour, pungent juices. I just love it because I just feel the vitamin C rushing into my body. I feel my white blood cell count getting stronger. LOL. But yeah, grapefruit is really great for the reproductive system as well, and so many other different things. I definitely can't think off the top of my head, but I don't think that's really important for this video. This is just something that I love to get. And sometimes I get orange juice, sometimes I get both, but this is what I got today for this week. But this is gonna go in like 2 days. But pomegranate. So I'm gonna be honest with you, this is the first time that I got this juice, and I usually typically don't get, so it's actually Lakewood. It's Lakewood Pure Pomegranate. It says not from concentrate juice, fresh pressed. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if I believe that it's fresh pressed, only because this isn't refrigerated, and everybody knows that if a juice isn't refrigerated, then there's no way that it can be fresh pressed, because let's be real, fruit has an expiration date. Like I've definitely juiced pomegranate before, and it's gone bad within like 5 days, you know, like once you bottle it. So I don't really know if I believe that. However, I was called to get pomegranate juice, and of course I'm not going to get pom because that's from concentrate, and like there's absolutely nowhere that sells pomegranate juice like fresh pressed like this. So Evolution, if you can hear me, pomegranate juice. And trust me, you will outdo all these different brands. I promise you. But yeah, so I got pure pomegranate. It says fresh pressed, not from concentrate, so I'm gonna try it. So this is definitely raw vegan. But honestly, you guys, like pomegranate, and I got some whole pomegranates only because I love to eat the pomegranate arcels by themselves, but pomegranates, they're just so great for the human body. Like, especially for females, they also fight cancer cells, you guys, and they prevent cancer cells from even building and growing. So get some pomegranate juice, but if not, eat those pomegranate arcels. And ooh, sometimes I love to drizzle like some agave on mine, honestly. Okay, you guys, so this is a salad dressing, and I was debating between the ranch and the Caesar. It's raw. It's a raw vegan salad dressing, but the reason why I didn't get the ranch is because it has coconut palm sugar in it, and personally I have to stay away from coconut products only because they're just not the greatest for my personal body, but to each their own, you know. So it's by a brand called Mother Raw Organic, and it's Caesar style dressing and marinade. And so you guys, absolutely love 20 out of 10 recommend, 10 out of 10 recommend any given day of the week. And the reason why I got the salad dressing is because, like I told you guys, your girl is going to be making salads on top of salads on top of salads this week because they're just so delicious. And I tend to snack, and usually the only things that I snack on is like cucumbers and hummus, and there's a raw vegan brand of hummus, but I have to go to Whole Foods later on, And then once I do go to Whole Foods, then I'm going to conclude this video with the rest of the groceries that I got from Whole Foods, and you'll see the raw vegan hummus, like raw chickpeas, raw garbanzo beans, but they're sprouted. And honestly, from when I wasn't raw vegan, better than regular cooked hummus. So as I was saying, salads are definitely my go-to. And so with that being said, I actually already had like a bunch of salad, the romaine lettuce hearts. Usually my two favorite like salad bases are mixed greens, like the pre-packaged triple wash, and I've washed them a good 4-5 more times, and green leaf lettuce, red leaf lettuce, or romaine lettuce. Stay away from that iceberg lettuce because we know what Dr. Sadie said. So a few things that I love to put on top of my salads, and not even just salads, but unfortunately I also, okay, so first, before I even get into that, so I got sun-dried tomatoes. My favorite brand is Jeff's Garden, and the reason why it's my favorite brand, I don't even think my hand's gonna do nothing to it. There we go. But the reason why Jeff's Garden is my favorite brand is because it's gluten-free, non-GMO, and let me read the ingredients. Extra virgin olive oil, tomatoes, garlic, citric acid, rosemary extract, and it also says water and spices. So right there, that's super natural, and honestly that fits into a raw vegan lifestyle and diet. There's no preservatives, no sulfites, it's literally naturally sun-dried. And so I love to top this on salad, and usually I'll mix that Caesar dressing with some raw tahini and literally chef's kiss. And I also got some I purchased raw tomatoes, but they were literally sold out. But usually I love having raw tomatoes with this brand of hummus. It's raw vegan that you'll see soon. It's by Majestic. So it's Majestic garlic, their original raw vegan hummus, and then their sun-dried tomato one. So either one of those, I'll literally cut the tomatoes, and that'll be like my bread. I'll put some of that, a little bit of pesto, 1 or 2 of these, throw some tahini on it with some avocado, and I'm munching away. So yeah, I love little snacks like that. And these sun-ripened dried tomatoes, chef's kiss on top of any salad. And then I got some whole ground flaxseed meal. So now, of course, you could get whole flax seeds, but I like to get the ground ones. And this is honestly just a thickener to add just a little bit of extra thickness. But flax seeds are really, really good for your omega-3 fatty acids, which is really, really great for your heart health, blood circulation, all of that. And honestly, then the rest, like whatever I don't use, I will honestly boil and make flaxseed gel for my hair. So stay tuned, you guys will be seeing that. And then now let's get into the produce that I got. Okay, so she bagged this up, my shopper from Instacart, very beautifully. So I only got 1 grapefruit and 1 pomegranate, only because the pomegranate is huge, and this is literally like 3 to 5 servings for me, just because there's so many little arsels in this, and like it's so thick and rich with fiber because it's like that little burst of like juice on the outside, but they're like big seeds. And so rich in fiber, so it gets me pretty full pretty fast. And then I got 1 grapefruit. These are pretty tiny than what I'm like used to getting, but I have a few grapefruits already in the refrigerator. I just wanted to add 1 for extra storage. And so yeah, you guys, this is for like my little snacky food. So I got some little watermelon chunks. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think they were this tiny. And if the package was this tiny, I would have got me a full watermelon and cut that bad boy myself. But these watermelon chunks will do just fine. I'm actually going to get some watermelon juice by Evolution, fresh pressed, from Whole Foods later on today. But I got some watermelon chunks because sometimes I don't always like to drink the juice. Sometimes I genuinely do like to eat the fruit and like to include the fiber with it. But the juice is just a super quick way to like overload on those nutrients, you know what I mean? And so yes, I got my watermelon chunks. Literally the perfect, juiciest, sweetest snack that you can get, honestly. Oh, and then these are my absolute favorite snack. So these are Medjool dates. Okay, and so the reason why I love Julie's California Superfruit dates is because look at that. They are raw, vegan, they're not dried. They are, honestly it says always fresh, never dried. So they're not dried, but they're just naturally, I guess you could say, not in their potent form, just because like dates actually are like a juicy fruit and they're much lighter, but over time, like when you leave them out in the sun, they do turn like this. But that is 100% natural and raw, because you're not putting any heat to it to dry it, none of that. So love my little snack packs because it helps me maintain my portions. And so I got some ginger. I love ginger only because I grate this, and I usually put it in like a sauce when I make like raw vegan sushi wraps. I love sushi nori, and you guys are gonna see that, of course, when I go to Whole Foods. I'll get the rest of the ingredients, but I grate this, put some tahini, I'll put some salt, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and there's this habanero sauce by La Siete that I mix within it as well. And then I'll chop up a few jalapenos and some crushed red pepper flakes, and boom. Literally, absolutely love for the dip for my little sushi rolls. And so yeah, so that's ginger. I also put this, so I usually, because I have like a little citrus juicer, I'll juice the lemons that I have, put that in a big ol', usually, because I'll keep like gallon bottles, empty gallon bottles on me. And so then I'll put that, I'll put some water and then apple cider vinegar, and then I'll cut up some like ginger pieces and put it in there, and I'll let it sit for a day or two, and then that'll be like my morning little detox drink juice cleanse for the week. So that's my ginger, you guys. And then lemons. You could honestly get lemons and or limes. I get limes as well, but love me some lemons because they're bigger, give you more juice, and I just honestly, like, I drink this straight up. Like, it's just so delicious. So honestly, this lemon is for the purpose. Cut it in half, squeeze it over that salad, put a little bit in the little dip that I use for my sushi / seaweed salads or seaweed rolls, and I put them honestly in water and make lemonade. So very, very, very diverse in what you could do with it and what I do with them personally. Next, I got an onion. The only reason why I got one onion is because I don't ever need a bag, only because like this one onion will last me like 2 weeks because I don't eat it all right then and there. But usually chop this up to put it in my salad, and that's honestly it. That's the only thing that I use onions for. Or I'll cut up them into really, really small diced cubes, mix them into the hummus, and then like when I go to like, I'll cut up a cucumber. You eat the cucumber, but yeah, and then I'll cut up the cucumbers and then dip it in the raw vegan hummus mixed with the little diced up onions. And then next, got my classic dill pickle chips. Literally, I honestly snack on these, and I'll also add them as an addition to the salad. Sometimes I'll put these on top of a sliced tomato. Like, I just love the juiciness and the sourness. These are also raw vegan too because they're fresh cucumbers, water, distilled vinegar, spices, fresh garlic, fresh dill, and then turmeric and dill oil. So still raw vegan and still delish. Then next, I got some cinnamon, and usually I get cinnamon. This is honestly for a detox and for my skincare, so not really for eating as much, but I will like add these to like a juice, usually to like my apple juice by Evolution, or to like water with lemon, just for a little extra detox. Only occasionally though, because it can have effects on your nervous system by overstimulating it. And then I get my Gaia Raw Plants Force Liquid Iron, made with sea buckthorn, beetroot, dandelion, and then nettle leaf. So yeah, you guys, this is, need that iron. And the Lord led me to start taking my health and like supplements a lot more seriously, you guys, for more reasons than one. And then of course, last but not least, for the Sprouts haul for being raw vegan, I got 2 gallons of water total, 1 gallon of spring water, oof, and then a 2nd gallon of distilled water. Literally, absolutely love both. I don't ever drink purified or filtered water. It's literally just liquid poison. And so with both of these, the beauty of getting lots of water gallons, I try to drink like half of these a day, honestly. But the way that like I can honestly like get this down, and the way that you can make your juice longer, literally dilute with a little bit of water. And no, I'm saying you gotta dilute it to the point where it literally tastes like water, like flavored grapefruit water. Absolutely not. But you can literally put like 8 ounces of water into like 32 ounces of grapefruit juice, and I promise you, you will not taste the difference. Especially juices that are extremely sweet, like that pomegranate juice. I know I'm gonna have to dilute that. I absolutely know I am, just because when you taste the apparentness of the sugar, it can be a bit too much for my taste buds personally. So that concludes my Sprouts Farmers Market haul. Stay tuned, because we are gonna head over to Whole Foods, and I'm just gonna show you guys the few items that I get from there. And yeah, you guys, see you guys soon. Okay, so hi you guys. So we are back again. It's obviously actually 2 days later from the clips that I previously posted. I was finally able to do a Whole Foods run. Not too many items that I got from there. I already kind of like popped into them because I did a little meal prep. And I'll tell you guys briefly towards the tail end of the video, like what I meal prep and what I like to make, just super quick, simple. So literally, and this honestly was like a godsend to me, only because like prior to being raw vegan, I absolutely loved hummus. I love Mediterranean style food, but of course hummus, from what I've experienced, is made from cooked chickpeas. But Whole Foods and then Erewhon Market here in California, LA, specifically sell this it's a raw vegan brand, and it's called Revolutionary Earthy Majestic Sprouted Hummus. And it says vegan verified, it's kosher, and it is certified raw. Like, how amazing. And look at the ingredients: organic sprouted raw garbanzo beans, organic olive oil, avocado oil, organic cold milled flaxseed, organic raw garlic, organic raw apple cider vinegar, milled cumin, sea salt, and lemon juice. And so this is what it looks like. Now, mind you, the only thing that like kind of like tripped me up a little bit was that, so this is the original like hummus flavor, which I love. It's still delicious. However, when I was back in Vegas, there's a specific flavor, and it was sun-dried tomato. And they literally don't have the sun-dried tomato flavor at any Whole Foods that I've been to in LA so far. And the only place that they do have that is at Erewhon Market, but it's literally like $5 more than getting it at Whole Foods. And I'm just like, that is insane. And so that would also defeat the purpose of this, video, is if I got that, that's not really saving money, especially when you could get it for significant, like for less than half of that at Whole Foods. So yeah, but Erewhon has sun-dried tomato, and they have other flavors that I've never seen in the Vegas Whole Foods or LA Whole Foods. So I absolutely love that. And then the next thing that I got from Whole Foods was wakame. So these are dried little wakame strips, and so of course it's a sea vegetable. This is really extremely great for your iodine intake, and honestly to help regulate thyroid functioning. So I definitely try to include try to include as many sea vegetables as possible in my diet now, only because your girl needs those hormones in check and in balance. So this is organic Pacific wakame, naturally gluten-free. It says great for salad, and it's by a brand called Ocean's Halo. And so these are dry, so they come dry, but what I love about them, literally the only ingredient is organic dried Pacific wakame. So it's not heated, it's not fried, none of that. Like, it's literally just like dried, probably air dried or sun dried, one of the two, but it doesn't have any sulfites or anything like that, so we know it's naturally dried. I put this in water, and of course, like, if you wanted flavoring to it, then you could put it in like some type of like brine or like soup, and then like it will literally like absorb the water and like soften up and get like how it is, like, I guess you could say, for lack of a better phrase, in the ocean. So I usually do that, but the way that I use this for so many different things. Like, honestly, like, I'll slice up some tomatoes, put a little bit of this on it with an avocado, throw a little bit of pepper and salt, and boom, like, that's a quick snack for me. I'll get cucumbers because obviously I can't have chips, but I'll slice them up and eat them like chips with the hummus, especially the sun-dried tomato one. But God knew what he was doing when he took that off the market here in LA, because he knew I was getting a little too out of hand with that. And we have been delivered from a spirit of greed and gluttony, and that's on Jesus Christ, by the blood of Jesus Christ. Amen. Praise God. Hallelujah. So Yeah, and some other ways that I usually utilize these two items is I'll cut up some onions, cut up some tomatoes, and if I have celery, I'll cut up some celery as well. I usually take like half of this jar, because like I'll bulk prepare it, and then I'll mix it in, like I'll mix this with the onions, tomatoes, and celery, and then after I've let this soak and it fills out, then I'll put this inside of the mixture, and literally tastes like tuna. I kid you not, it tastes like tuna, and like it is so good, and the onions really elevate it. And so yeah, like sometimes I'll just eat that straight up. I love to like blend this up to make like little sushi roll dip, or to make dips for like the sushi rolls that I make, all of that. But so yeah, guys. Oh, and I actually didn't show it, but you guys saw the juice brands and everything in the earlier clips. So I did end up getting a few more things from Sprouts, which was watermelon juice. I got the Evolution Fresh 32 fluid ounce watermelon juice, and then I got a bag of avocados. And that was it, you guys. And so this concludes, Raw Vegan on a Budget. Actually, no, it doesn't conclude it until I tell you guys how much it cost. So with the promotion, which was spend $80, get $40 off on Instacart for any store that you ordered from, I spent total at Sprouts Farmers Market, I spent $57.87. Mind you though, I will be honest with you, I could have easily cut back a little bit by not getting the Evolution fresh watermelon juice, only because I had gotten like watermelon chunks. So there's certain little things that I definitely could have cut back on. However, like for you guys, like the point that I'm trying to get across is that like there are options, there are resources, and there are outlets to make things less expensive. Like it doesn't have to be super expensive. And also watching where you're shopping as well. I understand not everyone can afford Whole Foods, hence why you see I get my two items from there, and honestly I'm just gonna round up and say that was $10, so total I spent like $67.87. And so these are things that you could easily cut back on, especially being raw vegan, having a vegan diet. And then if you're not even raw vegan, then you could cut back significantly more, because you're not having to like load up on produce and everything, and you're able to get like those packaged items that do tend to be cheaper than like raw, like whole food type items. And so a few alternatives that you can try that like are in person, but you won't get like that discount. So Instacart, by far my favorite delivery platform. I used to use Amazon Prime's like Whole Foods delivery, only because like not having had a car, like that was really like my only option. But I will say this though, that $9.95 delivery fee, it was never like that, like when Amazon Prime first came out, first started like working with Whole Foods. And so honestly, I've just turned away from that, and scratch that. To me, like that to me is like, okay, if you had a car, taking that drive would be cheaper than that. But Instacart, absolutely love, because they're always doing promotions, they're always giving credits, all that type of stuff for your grocery needs. Or honestly, like I said, they even have the Container Store on their Home Depot, so more than just your grocery needs. And then other great alternatives that honestly are even cheaper than Sprouts and Whole Foods, because Sprouts is kind of pricey, not as pricey as Whole Foods. Whole Foods is the more pricier one, but since I have a very specific diet, like sometimes like those are the only places that I find that I can find like quality produce, and there used to be like this Hispanic supermarket that I would go to in Vegas, but they just don't have that out here, so I've really had to adapt to that as well. And so another great one is Trader Joe's. Y'all already know, like y'all could get 2 weeks worth of groceries for literally $40 flat, $50 flat. And like I said, me being a single woman, $50, I'd say like $50 to $60 is literally will get me exactly what I need, and honestly more than what I need. And like I said, me having spent $67, let's round up, me having spent $68, almost $70, like even that was a lot. Like I definitely could have cut back. On certain things, but I also was coming off of a fast, and like I was really like, I just want to make sure that I have enough like fluids and hydration, so I just want to encourage you guys, like it's definitely possible, especially being raw vegan. Like I understand that so many people, like when you're getting into these new lifestyles and these just new ways of like uncovering like health for ourselves, it can be really scary, because I know when I first went vegan, and literally by the grace of my God and my God alone. It was not me. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. And all the YouTube videos, all of the products even that they have now did not exist, were not a thing when I went vegan 5 years ago. Like, just think, in just 5 years, things, like, you see this significant change. Like, 5 years ago, people were not on YouTube talking about, yeah, like let's go vegan grocery shopping, like vegan grocery shop, vegan this, vegan that. Like, 5 years ago, Burger King didn't have that vegan Impossible Burger. Like, you know, like, it just, so much has changed within just a short period of time. And so, you know, you really have to trust the process and understand that anytime God is calling us to something, like, trust him, because you may be the first of many, you know, but we're oftentimes pioneering and paving that way for those to come after us. Because I'm not even gonna lie to you, like, my parents used to hit me with that, you're gonna die because you don't have like, literally, my parents told me one time, like, if you keep down this path of being vegan, you will die, like, physically, because your body's not gonna, you're gonna be malnourished. And so, of course, in the moment, it kind of spooked me, but, like, just looking back, it's like, wow, like, to think that people actually thought that lifestyle, like, would get you to, like, was so unhealthy. But, like, look at us now, you know, it's one of the healthier lifestyles when you do it properly. So yeah, you guys, just, you know, be encouraged, love life, praise God every day. I praise and I thank the Lord, the Most High, for waking both you and me up today, because literally his glory is just so beautiful and amazing and expounding. And so I just thank my God so much for just allowing me to like even have started this journey to be here now, you know, to speak to you guys and really open up my lifestyle and what God has called me to do on a day-to-day. So God bless you guys. I will also, if you guys want recipes, personally message me, comment, whatever you need, and I could, like, straight up, like, give you recipes. I can even go as far as making a whole video of, you know, what I eat in a day. I do tend to stay away from those things because, you know, I'm not trying to feed any spirit. But yeah, you guys, I can definitely do that for the purpose of education and, you know, like, helping you guys navigate, like, such a big, you know, like, lifestyle and path. One thing I will definitely say, though, is that, oh, what was I going to say, Lord? Please remind me. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Okay, so, the ultimate thing that I will say is that this video is more so, like, for individuals, because I know, like, I've seen lots of, like, individuals that, like, are raw vegan online, but let's be real, like, I be seeing them, and it's like the level they're on compared to where I'm at now. I'm like, well, that's just not realistic. Like, I am raw vegan, but I don't have an entire farmstead. I don't have an entire farm in my backyard that I could just go to and pick all this fresh produce, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have a juicer right now because the last one that I had broke and I just haven't gotten around to getting one. So certain things like that, you know, and especially, like, when you're building that legacy and building up that process, like, these things take time. They're not cheap. You know, they are pretty expensive, and not only that, but they're investments, you know, like, so it's not just like you buy it all in one heap, especially for the average person, you know, unless you're a millionaire, unless you're super wealthy, then you can definitely do that. But obviously I'm not yet, and those that are watching me that are, like, truly, like, drawing and, like, receiving, like, knowledge from this aren't either yet, but we'll definitely get to that point. So this is definitely for the individuals, you know, like, who don't have that farm in their backyard that they could get produce from, who don't live, like, in a tropical place, or, like, just in these like, other countries where they could go to their neighbors and their neighbors have a mango tree that they could just grab some mangoes from, you know, like, for entirely free. Like, no, like, this is a girl that's raw vegan and that has to go to, like, a marketplace and a store to get my stuff, because first and foremost, I do have to eat. Aside from fasting, you know, like, I do have to sustain this vessel, this holy vessel that the Lord has blessed me with. And this is the best way that I found, especially with direction and correction from the Lord, from the Most High, from Abba Father. This is what he has shown me, you know, is the best. And this is what works for me as of now, you know, until I transition into that higher place in my life, you know, like, while I'm here on the earth, where I can get these things, where I can invest in more things, where I can have a huge backyard garden and, you know, like, farm fresh straight from my backyard, you know, and won't even have to ever step foot in a grocery store again or even look at another delivery service. So God bless you guys. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. And I just pray that you stay safe, stay encouraged, and just know that the Most High, literally, no one can do it like Him. But God, and God did. Period. Point blank. And that's what I'm sticking by for the rest of my life. So praise God. God bless you guys. Like, praise Yahweh. Praise Yeshua. Please be safe. Have a safe morning, a safe evening, a safe night, have a safe flight if you're flying, have a safe drive if you're driving, and just choose the healthier path, because not only will it glorify God, but we'll be so much fulfilled choosing that narrow and straight gate. It's not for the faint of heart, nor is it easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. And it's all with Jesus. Praise God, you guys. God bless you. I love you so much, but God and Yeshua love us so much more.